Checking in with y'all today. Currently in Marengo, Illinois. Picking up a load tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. Darien, Wisconsin, about 40 miles away from here. And this load is going to Virginia, so this is the load that's going to get me home for my home time. Load delivers Friday morning at 9 a.m., so I should be able to get home Friday afternoon. Post up at the crib, man. I'm coming back out Thursday next week, and supposed to be finally getting down to Springfield Terminal to take this trainer course, become the trainer. And supposed to be linking up with my man Schmitty down there. Schmitty's supposed to be coming to the Springfield Terminal as well to take the trainer course, so link up with him, kick it with him for the week and whatnot. So that'll be cool. Side note, I ran into Shadow Wolf last night at a Love's in White House, Tennessee. I was on my way out. I just topped off my reefer unit, and I'm getting ready to roll out. You can't miss Shadow Wolf's truck. You just can't miss it. I seen him pull in, so I ran up on him real quick and talked with him briefly. You know, I had to hit the road. You know, I had a schedule to keep, and he was just in his shift trying to find somewhere to park to go to sleep. So couldn't really talk but for so long, but ran into him, man. That was cool. Finally meeting the dude, and he wiped me down with one of his stickers. So shout out to the dude Shadow Wolf, aka Mr. Wash Your Ass. Speaking of which, I got to this TA that I'm at right now. I've been here since about 11 o'clock, 11:30, 12 o'clock. Got here, washed my clothes, washed my ass, folded up my clothes and everything. Bought my Mega Million ticket. Y'all know how I do. Bought my Mega Million ticket and got me something to eat from Popeyes. You know, just chilling right now. Like I said, I got plenty time to kill. Plenty of time to kill right now. Currently, right now, I got about 16 hours before I'm actually going to leave to go pick up this load. 11 o'clock appointment. So, decided to make this video because I've had several people hit me up over the last couple weeks. But I've had a couple people hit me up and ask me about fueling. How do I determine where I'm going to fuel at? How do I find the cheapest fuel I can possibly find? And so that's the trip planner. And basically, for me, it's very simple. I downloaded the Trucker Path app a couple months ago. And actually, no, I downloaded that app when I was in training. So I've had the Trucker Path app on my phone. It's free in the App Store, whatever, you know, Android or Apple. It's free in the App Store. So go download it. And that's what I use. That's how I plan my trips out. So basically what I do is, when I get to my shipper, I punch in the address of where I'm taking the load to, and the app connects to the GPS on your phone, so it'll pull up a route, and along that route, it'll pull up all the truck stops that are on the path you're going, all the weigh stations, all the rest areas, all the parking areas. You can have it pull up truck washes. You can have it pull up Walmarts. There's a couple other things you can pull up. I don't really use it for that. I just pretty much use it for truck stops. If I'm going to get my truck washed, then I'll try to find a blue beacon, rest area, whatever. You know, what I named is what I use it for. So what I would do is I'll do that. I enter the address in, the route will come up. And first and foremost, depending on how much fuel I have and how much time I have, will determine what I'm going to do. So, for example, tomorrow, I'm going to drive 40 miles, roughly an hour up to get loaded. And basically, I'm going to have almost a full clock. I'm going to have at least 9 hours to drive tomorrow. I'll probably only drive about 8.5. Y'all know how I do. But, I got a little under 3/4 tank, so I'm going to have to get some more. You know, that's not enough to run me all the way back all the way to Virginia and home. I'm gonna have to get more fuel, so I'll figure that out. But off the break, when I get to the shipper tomorrow, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna punch in the address. It's gonna bring everything up, and first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna figure out where I'm gonna stop at. So I know that tomorrow I'm gonna drive 8.5 hours roughly, but the mileage goal is I'm trying to hit at least 550 miles. I want to knock out the bulk of this run tomorrow, so I'm gonna try to get 550. If possible, 600 miles, but that's not gonna be possible really. So somewhere between 550 and 580 miles. So what I'm gonna do is I'll look down the app and I'll find truck stops that's within that range. The range I want to hit, my target range is 550 to 580 miles. So I'm gonna look for the truck stops that's in that area, and I'll determine which one I'm gonna stop at. So now I got my plan, my game plan in motion. So when I roll out from the shipper, I know where I'm heading to. I know that I'm heading to exit 350 in Ohio or wherever the hell I'm gonna be at, and that's where I'm gonna stop at for the night. So I know where I'm going. And then if I need a fuel, what I usually do is I'll consider all the truck stops groupings. So most truck stops within a 10 to 20 mile radius, the fuel price is gonna be roughly the same, take or give a couple cents. So I look at a couple in this first batch, and the fuel is, the consensus is about 250, 255 at one, 257 at another one, 253 at another one. So basically 255. Then I'll look at another little group and I'll see, okay, in this grouping it's, between 253 and 247. And then another grouping it'll be like, oh, this is between 257 and 263, and so on and so forth. So basically, eventually you might find that golden nugget where it's like, damn, well, this one is 230 or 225, and if I'm running down 90, which I think I will be, I'm gonna have to look at the trip plan, but if I'm running down 90, I will be stopping at the Austinburg, Ohio pilot where I did that video at, because the fuel was 220 something there, and y'all already know, I told you on that video, it was always parking and whatnot, but the biggest thing was the fuel was really cheap. So if I'm gonna be on 90 and I need to figure that out now, then I already know I'm gonna get fuel at. But that's what I do. I use a Trucker Path app, and so I'll look at the truck stops along my path. I'll figure out which truck stop has the cheapest fuel, and so let's say I have a half a tank when I leave my shipper, and the cheapest fuel is 300 miles away. That's on my route. Well, really a half a tank could give me 300 miles. So we'll just say a quarter tank. I got to get some more fuel. So I'm going to stop somewhere, get at the most 50 gallons, drive, and when I get to that area where the fuel is 225, as opposed to when I got 50 gallons it was 255, drive to the area where it's 225, then we fill everything up there. That's how I do it. It's pretty simple, it's straightforward, it's very easy. It's just an app. It's just an app. The app is very easy to use. It has a lot of information on it. Like I said, it'll show you the price of fuel. It'll show you at the truck stops. It'll show you how many parking spots are at that truck stop, so you can figure out if it's a small lot or a big lot. Also, you can leave reviews, so truck drivers leave reviews. I tend to look at the reviews to get an idea of what it's like at whichever truck stop I may be going to. But it'll tell you how many parking spots. It'll tell you obviously the cost of diesel. It'll tell you how many showers it has, if it has laundry services, if there's a trucker lounge. It'll let you know what restaurants are in the truck stop and around and nearby the truck stop. Also, if you're trying to go to Walmart, truck drivers, they'll leave reviews, and basically most Walmarts don't allow overnight parking. And a lot of them are really becoming dicks and assholes when it comes to trucks. They're just giving you tickets and getting your truck booted and all types of shit, waking you up in the middle of the night. I don't take breaks at Walmart. So only thing I go to Walmart for is to get some shit from my truck and I'm gone. But there'll be reviews on Walmarts, and you can look at the reviews and pretty much figure out, hey, is this a good Walmart to stop at or not? But like I said, it's good, it's simple, it's straightforward, it's free. So that's how I plan my trips. I use the Trucker Pass app, figure out where I'm going, and figure out where the cheapest fuel is. So with that said, that's all I really had to address in this video. Hopefully that helps some of y'all out. Like I said, I've had several people ask me about how I do it, and there it is. It's pretty easy. It's pretty straightforward. And yeah, so that's it, and that's all to it. I'm about to climb back here, post up, man, and watch a movie or something. Just kick back, relax. I still got about 14, 15 hours before I'm leaving out from here. I'm only 40 miles away, so I'm roughly 45 minutes to an hour away from where I'm picking up at. 11 o'clock appointment. Probably get my ass up around 9:30, go into this Country Pride and get some breakfast, and then head up to this frozen food place to pick up this load that I'm taking to this Food Line distributor down in some part of Virginia I've never even fucking heard of. Anyhow, till next time, y'all know what it is. It's your man JMV. Grind never stops, except for when you go home, which I'll be going home, so the grind will be stopped Friday through Thursday. But other than that, the grind never stops. It's your man JMV. Until next time.